there lived a king and queen who hoped for a baby. So for years they tried and years they failed, till they thought it wasn't meant to be. But one day it happened. One day she came. A baby girl was born, but something was strange.
The doctor said she's different.
My dear, she'll be fine.
The doctor said she'll never walk.
My dear, do not pine.
The doctor said she might not talk or be like other kids. But why?
My dear, there must be a bigger plan, and I know there's something special about her.
Something special about her.
Let's ask the mountain.
The great mountain stood with grandness in the middle of the sea. He was the wisest mountain within 1,000 islands. He was to help anyone who searched for answers.
Dear mountain,
If you can hear me, can you help us see why was our daughter not born like my husband or me?
The mountain heard her, and he knew the answer.
dear mountain.
All he said was what to name her.
Abira. What does Abira mean?
Abira means strength. Your daughter's life has a purpose beyond anything you can imagine.
Abira, that's a perfect name. Thank you.
Thank you, wise mountain.
So the king and queen loved their daughter and trusted there was a reason for her being born different than other babies. They themselves knew a little bit about being different as well. The doctors gave Abira the label cerebral palsy. No matter what her diagnosis, her family wanted her to have a beautiful life. Before long, they had another child, a baby boy. They asked the mountain what they should name the child.
Dear mountain.
Your new child shall be named Sarkis.
And what does this name mean?
Sarkis means protector.
Protector. That's a wonderful name. You have quite a talent picking out names.
Why, thank you.
Sarkis, you shall protect your sister.
The two children grew up happy within the vast castle, but the king and queen never let Abira journey beyond the castle walls for fear of what may happen to her. In fact, they themselves never ventured outside the castle walls either. They made all their decrees from inside the kingdom.
Attention, citizens of Mountain Town. I decree that this day, October 6, 2018, shall forever be known as Taco Day.
The king and queen did everything they could to give Abira a full, wonderful life. They built her a world within the castle walls. Long ramps, special doors, and contraptions that Abira could access on her own to give her as much independence as possible. Abira's brother, Sarkis, was there through it all. Abira and Sarkis were best friends. The king and queen also built wheelchairs for their daughter. and on her 16th birthday, they presented her with the best chair yet.
Well, my dear, what do you think of your new chair?
Father, I love it. I just wish...
This one is even more sturdy and streamlined than the others.
Thank you, Father. I just wish...
Sarkis helped me build it, didn't you, son? Although I wouldn't say you enjoyed helping me.
I didn't. I'd rather be dancing.
We know, son.
Can't I sign up for dance lessons or throw dance here at the castle?
Son, princes must be more
Royal. Is that what you were going to say?
I love you just the way you are, Sarkis. And look what we've made together. A beautiful present for your sister.
Thank you, Father. I just wish... I want to go into the kingdom.
Oh, boy!
Not right now, dear. But
You had the idea of ramps instead of stairs.
we built that for you.
One tug of the rope to dispense soap.
We built that for you.
Larger hallways and wider doors. Trails placed everywhere too.
So lucky.
We're so happy to build things for you.
What's beyond the castle?
Past these trails and o'er the mountain, is there more than this? More she's wished to see, to explore, not ignore, but be free to see.
Darling, don't you see this world we built for you?
But Father, what of the world beyond these walls?
We built these walls and towers high to keep you safe.
Well, maybe she just needs the chance to fall and see that it's not so bad after all.
Well, one day,
That's what you always say.
Well, someday
We'll be on our way.
the people out there aren't the same as us.
and here no one can judge you.
How bad could it be?
Not that bad at all.
I just want to see it live.
Is that order to talk?
I promise, once we feel safe, we will take you out to visit the kingdom. But for now,
You're here.
I'm here.
Tonight, we will celebrate your birthday with cake
And that's it.
yes, there can be dancing. Happy birthday, dear.
I'll see you tonight at the party, Abira.
Happy birthday, my love. We'll leave you to rest now.
Abira wanted to go see what's out there, beyond the mountain, that she could see out from the window. She wanted to know her purpose in life.
Wise mountain, can you tell me where I belong?
Great mountain. Can you tell me what's best for my daughter?
Dear Mountain, can you tell me how to talk to my father?
Dear mountain, can you tell me how to guide my children? Oftentimes I feel alone. Can I stand on my own?
Dear Rowan, sometimes I get easily overwhelmed.
It feels like I'm always recovering, like every day life is a battle.
Some days it's hard to even get out of bed.
People don't understand me.
My mind often gets the best of me.
Dear Mountain, is there anyone else out there like myself?
Oftentimes I feel alone. Where can I feel at home?
Sometimes people make fun of me.
Because my mind works differently.
I
do if you did?
Sometimes my emotions get the best of me.
And your mountain, it gets better than this, right?
Oftentimes I feel alone. Where can I feel at home? Oftentimes I feel alone. Where can I feel at home?
Wise Mountain, is this all there is?
Outside these walls, there is more.
Wise Mountain, you speak apparently,
The mountain has always spoken. Now you are listening.
but your mountain, not a person, and last time I checked, mountains don't speak.
Well, this is a fairy tale, so it just kind of works.
Wise Mountain, maybe you can help me. My parents don't want me to leave the castle walls, but I'm confused because if I'm not permitted to leave the castle walls, how in the world am I supposed to find my purpose?
You must find a way to explore beyond the boundaries placed upon you.
How?
The search begins outside the walls. You have a gift, Abira, but the only way to discover it is to explore the world and yourself.
I am not exactly sure what I have to offer this world, Wise Mountain.
But the mountain did not answer her this time. Later that night, the king and queen held a party for Abira. It was her 16th birthday, and she was ready for a change. But little did she know what Sarkis had in store for her that night.
This is from your father and I. May I have help? Please. I can't always see it, but I think that's a collar, but for who?
Sarkis, bring her in. Dear, there are animals that are trained to help people like yourself to aid in everyday activities, but also to be a companion. They are called service animals. Happy birthday.
This is your service owl, Azor.
At your service.
You're an owl, and you speak.
Well, it's a fairy tale, so it kind of works.
Azor can help pick things up for you, move things, guide you, and give advice.
My advice is usually on point.
Happy birthday, Abira. We hope you like your gift.
Wait. I haven't given her my present yet.
Of course.
It's gonna be great. It's got the moves, fits the groove. 7 foot fella like a tall glass of water. He's a brother of the king and queen's daughter. Oh, socket. Oh, socket. Oh, socket. Won't you show what you can do?
You buddy,
Abira, I am sorry to cut your party short, but we must go inside and make royal decisions like kings and queens do in fairy tales.
Yes, dear. Don't stay out in the garden too late.
Don't worry, we won't. I'm in charge of the schedule.
Happy birthday, Abira.
And now that they're gone, I can give you my real present.
How can you possibly top the first one?
Guys!
A boat?
It's time for you to see our kingdom, and we need a boat to get there.
No, princess, this is a roll and whatnot. But are you crazy? I have to keep you safe and here and...
There's so much Abira outside.
There's nothing out there!
So much Abira, no more feeding alone.
Being alone is great!
There's so many people doing great things.
You have money, you don't need to be great.
So many stories to tell, songs to sing.
I prefer to sit in silence.
What a big sky.
We're all under the same sky.
Abira was about to meet some amazing people who also had their own daily struggles.
Hi!
I'm Abira, and I'm hoping you guys can help me find my purpose.
Remember, Abira, we don't have much time. Don't forget.
Sometimes in life, we have trouble communicating. It can be just as hard to talk to a stranger as with someone you love. Sometimes it's just hard to find the words, or to get the words out, or to even use your voice at all.
Hi, my name's Diane. I'm a farmer. I work with horses, sheep, and grow my own vegetables.
That is fascinating. Do you like living on the farm?
Mostly the animals supposed to be taken care of on a serve, but some people do.
A stutter has to do with how your brain processes speech. With a stutter, you may get stuck on words, or sounds.
Azor, you're like an encyclopedia. Or Google.
Google? What's Google?
I don't mind your stutter. It's what makes you you.
This is Johnny. Johnny can speak, but sometimes people have trouble understanding him.
Achoo!
Johnny has Down syndrome.
Down syndrome occurs when an extra chromosome is present. 1 in every 700 people is born with this condition.
Do you just know everything?
Maybe.
Johnny delivers the news to the town with his booming voice, and he loves to sing. In fact, he loves Beyonce.
I bet you're different than Johnny.
Don't you love to cook? I bake dessert.
They're delicious.
Johnny, Christina, and Diana all talk differently for different reasons. Just like my friend here, John. He uses his voice and a recording device to talk to people.
Hi, everyone.
John was born 3 months early and was diagnosed with cerebral palsy.
I have cerebral palsy too. I didn't know there were so many I didn't know that there'd be people in the village with the same diagnosis as me.
Now, as we know, Princess Abira, cerebral palsy is a neurological disorder that affects muscle movement and coordination. It can affect someone in one limb or all four, like you.
John had a huge tube down his throat, which left him without a voice and damaged his vocal cords. But with his recording device, he can record all the happenings in town, and is the town's scribe and historian.
It's a very important job. I hear, see, and understand everything that goes on around me. And I record it so we can remember.
It was nice meeting you, John. It was nice meeting all of you.
Who are sick and tired of struggling on their own. There are so many people waiting to be heard, waiting for their turn to sing, to set some melodies to words.
See, Abira, other people have challenges too. I know Mom and Dad don't talk about it a lot, but I was diagnosed with ADHD a few years ago, and that means...
ADHD stands for Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder. A person with ADHD may experience symptoms of impulsivity, hyperactivity, or... yeah, that's it.
feels like our bodies are not our friends.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. What are you guys up to?
I'm Sarkis, and this is my sister Abira.
And I'm Azor!
I know.
Nice to meet you. What brings you to Star Village?
We came to meet everyone and get to know you all.
Oh, you don't want to get to know us. Trouble follows us everywhere we go.
That's for sure.
Well, what about my sister and me?
Yes, our lives haven't always been a bucket of smiles, but we're still mostly happy, right?
Mostly.
What do you mean?
Well, let's see. I have type 1 diabetes.
Type 1 diabetes is in children and in adults and affects how the body produces insulin.
Azor, quit interrupting.
I also have dyslexia, which can sometimes make it hard to read because the words get all jumbled. And this is Little Bit, my service dog. She helps to detect fluctuations in my blood sugar to prevent oncoming seizures. She's also currently in training to detect oxygen levels to avoid oncoming asthma attacks.
Animals are amazing!
That is our Azor.
I didn't know there were such things as service owls.
There are in fairy tales.
Well, that's amazing. And I think animals are amazing too. That's why I train dogs for a living. Oh, and have you met Scott yet? He's my friend and he has autism.
Autism spectrum disorder refers to a range of conditions characterized by troubles with communication skills, repetitive behaviors, speech, and nonverbal communication.
And 2 years ago, Scott was also diagnosed with cancer.
I'm cancer-free and doing so much.
Well, I have a whole list of things wrong with me.
Like what?
Let's see. I have a bleeding disorder that I was born with, which means bumps, cuts, and other things like that can be really dangerous because my blood won't clot on its own. And I've also suffered a traumatic brain injury, which means...
A TBI, or traumatic brain injury, is caused by a bump, blow, or jolt to the head. A person with a TBI may experience symptoms of memory loss, emotional issues, and muscle coordination. More than 1 million people are diagnosed with a TBI each year.
Azor!
One of my diagnoses also includes a traumatic brain injury, which has affected how I function each day. But I found that talking about it has really helped, and that's what inspired me to go to school and become the town therapist.
It's true. Through talking with her about my depression and anxiety, I've really learned that I'm not so alone at all.
Me too. Every day can be a struggle with depression and anxiety, especially this last year when I was diagnosed with a primary immunodeficiency. That means that my immune system doesn't work the same as yours does, and it can't prevent me from getting sick. And once I am sick, it can't heal me. So I spend a lot of time in the hospital, and I can't leave my house a lot because there are germs everywhere. I spent more than half of the year at home last year, and that was really difficult, but it gave me a lot of time to work on my writing. I'm a poet, and it helps me to write my feelings down even if I'm not brave enough to share them yet.
Depression affects 1 of 6 people in their lifetime. Depression is caused by feelings of prolonged sadness for no apparent reason. Depression also can be very shameful to people who have had it, and they feel embarrassed to talk about it sometimes. But fortunately, it's treatable.
That's true. I work to get better each day, and it doesn't stop me from writing, creating, or living my life.
And my challenges don't stop me from pursuing a bright future.
And even though chemo and radiation were hard, I learned that lots of my friends and family truly love me, and I'm always growing. I went to a new sleepaway camp last year and again this year and made lots of new friends too.
And though it can be hard dealing with chronic disease, I work every day to make sure it doesn't affect how I help other people or animals. There are so many people hidden in this world who are sick and tired of struggling all alone. There are so many people waiting to be heard, waiting for their
really must get going before your parents find out.
Wait. We have one more lesson to make.
Oh, you're right.
Can we please go?
1 minute.
Setting my stopwatch.
Hi, I'm Abira.
And I'm Ferris.
And I'm wondering why you are here all alone.
Well, people don't always include me, and because I can't see, it's sometimes hard for me to know whether anyone's around to help.
That's awful.
Well, it is rather lonely. Sometimes it seems like the only thing I have is my music. I just graduated with a degree in music and would love to teach other people how to sing and play, but I have not found anyone yet willing to be my student. There are so many people hidden in this world who are sick and tired of struggling all alone. There are so many people waiting to be heard, waiting for their turn to sing, to set some melodies to words. Goodbye, everyone.
There are so many people hidden in this world who are sick and tired of struggling on their own. There are so many people waiting to be heard, waiting for their turn to sing, to set some melodies to words.
Thank you for the amazing birthday present, brother.
Anything for you, sister.
Abira went to bed that night, tired but exhilarating. So many of the people she had just met were just like her. They all had challenges in their life. Abira wondered how she got her whole life, without knowing that she wasn't the only one who struggled. In the past, her challenges made her feel very alone. Now she felt connected to the townspeople and her community. Still, Abira wanted to do more. The great mountain had told her that she had a purpose, which she would discover once she left the castle walls. But Abira still had no idea what her purpose was.
Where's Mountain? Are you awake?
The great mountain never slumbers.
I went into town today.
And what did you discover there, pray tell?
That there are many people just like me. But I still haven't a clue what their purpose is.
Do you know what the word advocacy means?
Is somebody defining words in here? I'm really good at that. Advocacy is any action that speaks in favor of, supports your defense, or pleads on behalf of others.
What does that mean?
Well,
What that means is...
Oh, Azor.
The great mountain guesses Azor has never heard a mountain speak before?
Apparently not.
Anyway, what Azor meant is that when you advocate for yourself or others, you are using your voice to let people know what you or someone else may need. There are many ways to be an advocate for someone, from speaking up for them when their own voice isn't heard, to trying to make changes in the community to make life better for them. Just like your parents have made life easier for you by building your ramps. Your world inside the castle walls has been adapted to your needs. Can you even imagine trying to get by without them?
I guess I never had to think about it because my parents have always been incredibly accommodating. But what does that have to do with my purpose? I am so confused.
The mountain trusts that you will figure it out on your own. Good night, Abira.
That night, Abira had a beautiful dream. In the dream, she went into town and finally understood how she should use her gifts. and find her purpose. The next morning when she woke up, she knew what she needed to do.
Morning, sister.
Morning. We have to go into town.
But I haven't even had breakfast yet. Besides, if Mom and Dad find out, we'd be in big trouble.
Some things are worth getting in trouble for, brother.
Okay, you're right. Let's go. Gather around, everyone. We have something we want to tell you about.
What is it?
Self-advocacy.
What's that?
I'll sing you a song about it. Hit it. If you need help, if your soul is troubled, and if you feel alone, you need only ask for some help. You've got to advocate for yourself.
Who wants to be brave and try it first?
Well, that's no man able to take care of them. I'm overwhelmed.
I know someone who loves animals. Hey, Amanda. Can you help?
Well, I do have some extra time on my hands, and I love animals. Maybe I could train dogs on your farm. They would love the room to run. Damn! Steal!
Who else wants to advocate for themselves?
I need to find a way to express feelings I have. Sometimes talking doesn't work for me.
Well, I could teach you to write poetry. I think that it's a great way to express your emotions and calm yourself down.
And I can teach you how to sing. I've been looking for students.
That would be great. Thanks. Can we start tomorrow?
Sure.
Late?
To teach one the art of poetry would bring me so much joy. To express so much emotionally is a tool you'll soon employ. Wow, I shared a poem. That was amazing. Thanks, Abira.
Thanks, Abira.
People know people and I cry.
I guess it would be helpful for the town to understand the town crier.
Is it? Last time I checked, there was a town scribe.
There it was.
I'm a scrap. I can use magic knowledge even to help Johnny create written news on papers.
Jump
You're not only helping yourself, you're helping each other as well.
Wait. Hold on. I think I found my purpose.
How can I help? As the town doctor, I often work long hours, and sometimes I don't even have time to take a rest. Many days, I forget to eat.
I have that problem too. I focus too much on helping other people that I sometimes forget to take care of myself.
I bake a meal to both of you and bring them to you.
Really?
That would be amazing.
And I can provide relaxing music while you eat, so you can rest and reduce your stress. I used to feel I was alone, I could not stand on my own.
But you're not on your own.
But you're not on your own.
Even strangers help and mend the fragmented parts of me.
Oh, I feel like you're free. Take the deepest breath you take it today. Say what you need to say. You need only ask for help. You gotta advocate. Advocate for yourself.
Felt like no one understands the dark places where my mind goes. It's like like the anxiety of being somewhere new and losing control.
And every day felt like a battle I was made to lose. I found myself pacing around my room with no idea what to do. Take the deepest breath and take it today. Say what you need to say. You need only ask for help. You gotta advocate for yourself.
Suck it! What is going on here?
We were so worried. I'm sorry, Abira. It made me too anxious to keep a secret.
Mom? Dad?
You're here, but you never leave the castle.
Well, we had no choice, did we? We had to protect you. We heard that this is the second time you've come to the kingdom without permission.
But we had to.
Why on earth would you want to leave the castle walls? We have given you everything you need.
And you need protection, children. We just don't want you to get hurt. People can be mean.
Because I look and talk differently.
You don't even have to look for people to treat you differently.
That's right. Everything we did was for your protection.
What are you even protecting us from?
This!
They have actually been surprisingly nice. I mean, they welcomed us.
What?
That certainly wasn't our experience.
What do you mean? What happened?
You don't know this about me, children, but I have autism and OCD. And when I was a child, I was teased and bullied.
OCD is characterized by unwanted thoughts or feelings that won't go away.
I also have OCD.
And I have autism.
We had no idea.
What did you do when people bullied you?
I retreated into the castle, never to enter the town again.
Would you ever think about advocating for yourself?
Well, he didn't, and neither did I. When I was younger, I had severe depression and anxiety, and would often have to escape from everyone and everything just in order to calm down.
Well, I have anxiety, and so do many other people in the village.
It became easier to build our own world within the castle walls, but standing here with you all now made me feel kinder, and maybe times have changed.
Well, there's nothing wrong with me. I can tell you that much.
Azor, we all have something that challenges us.
Well, I guess sometimes when I don't really know what's going on or I'm not really in control of a situation, I want to shut myself away from the world. I can relate to you too, Queen. For the same reasons.
Mom, Dad, knowing this about you now, you seem stronger than ever. It's amazing all that you've accomplished in life.
And to me, you're an even better leader.
We are honored for you to lead us.
And we're more alike than different when it comes down to it.
See, we all have something we're dealing with. I think one of the reasons I love to dance so much is because I need to move my body all the time because of my ADHD. Knowing that there are other people with challenges like me, it's easier to come to terms with that. I also know I need to advocate for myself. Mom, Dad, I want to start a dance school in town.
And I want for you guys to provide the same accommodations for the people of town as you did for me in the back of the castle.
Between what we can offer them and what they can offer each other, everyone's lives can be changed for the better.
Now, Princess, this won't solve everyone's problems.
I know.
But we can help anyway.
I must say, my children sound very wise.
I bet they get that from you, my dear.
The king and queen made a decree that no one should be stopped in life because they have challenges. Anyone who asks for help will receive it.
We decree that any time we as a town see someone who is misunderstood, bullied, or made fun of,
that we, the people, will help them to advocate for themselves. And if they are unable to, we will advocate for them.
Spread kindness and empathy.
And acceptance for all.
I know how we can celebrate. Let's throw a dance.
That night, the royal family threw a dance at the castle. It was a celebration of differences, of strength, of giving, and of love.
Take the deepest breath, you take it today. Say what you need to say.
You need only ask for help.
You gotta advocate for yourself.
Good work, Abira.
I feel good about myself.
How so?
I feel happy.
Say what you need to say.
Because I discovered that I'm just like everyone else.
And as is custom in so many fairy